Hey guys, it's Karen. Technically this should be my 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge update video, but I'm technically, I'm kind of like on hiatus. Sorry about the glare on my glasses. Maybe if I won't be able to see, but while I'm just talking to you, I will take those off. I'm very nearsighted, so forgive me as I peer. And maybe if I make this smaller, it won't be so bad. I haven't really done anything yet. I'm still kind of on hiatus for my 100 Days of Making Comics. So this is more like a studio update, daily vlog, check-in. I need to start getting into the habit of making daily videos again, even if I'm not doing my... I just need to get into the habit of thinking about the studio, the comic, all this stuff. So, and also I'm trying out this new... the webcam thing where I'm up in the corner and I'm trying to figure out open broadcasting software, which is what I use to stream and record, and I was trying to figure out this feature, and I think I got it. We'll see if I'm up in the corner up here when the video is posted to YouTube. So I'm still having problems with my I'm still having a lot of problems with my Cintiq. I expect this to go in and out while I'm recording, but I think it's not going to, I don't think it's going to show up for you guys. I think it's only going to show up on my end because this open broadcasting software is actually capturing what's my screen source, you know, from the computer. And that thing is fine. I think what the problem is I don't know if you guys know about Cintiq 13H, and I don't know if this is for all Cintiqs, but for the 13HD, which is what I have, the little small one, 13-inch HD display tablet monitor. So you have your tablet, and on the side, I don't know if you can see this, the cord goes in. Here, let me put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing here. So the cord goes in to the side of, it gets plugged into the side of your I guess it's opposite, but anyway, it gets plugged in at the side of your actual tablet, and that cord then goes and it splits into three. It goes from a single cord, it's so awkward, to three. And those three cords, you have one to the power, one is to the USB port to the back of your computer, and the other one is supposed to hook into your monitor jack on your computer. But that one for your monitor isn't like a USB, and it's not, I have an iMac, and it's not the standard plug. It's optimized. It's like a big fat plug that's like, I think optimized for like laptops. So to get it to go into the Mac, you have to get an adapter. So I got this like short little piece that on one end, it plugs into the little square Mac display thing, and then on the other it's got an end, you know, for the cord to fit in. And I think the problem with my tablet is coming from there, because when it goes out, and when I jiggle, and then I get no input signal, and when I jiggle the cord, nothing happens. But when I mess with that connection, it's more than likely I get it to go in and out and going on and off, and it will like, it'll throw whatever's on my Cintiq monitor as the primary, then I'll suddenly shoot it over to my Mac, and I can use my stylus on my tablet monitor like an old style tablet, and it'll show up. So I think it's that connection. I don't know that for sure. So what I want to do is I need to run down to the Apple store at some point, and I need to go buy that adapter thing. And then, because it could be bad, and then, or it might be getting overheated or something and just be like a bad thing. And then I could get, if that doesn't fix the problem, I can always just like return it. It would be a lot easier than trying to order it online. And if it's still having a problem with a brand new adapter, then I know it's probably the cord, and then I can contact Cintiq. But I used to have, on an old PC, I had a little wireless modem that would attach very similarly to something that was very much like this Belkin adapter thing, and that thing went on the fritz, and it would be suddenly like I'd be in and out, in and out, and in and out of my internet, and when I would jiggle it or pull it, you know, pull the connection, adjust it like this, like pull it out and put it back in, or just wiggle it right there, it would go back on, and that's what's happening here. So that's what I think is happening, but it's getting really bad, and like, so there will be periods of time where it doesn't happen for like, you know, a half hour, and then like every 5 minutes it's doing it. It's very irritating. So I haven't been working as much on my Cintiq because it's driving me nuts. So okay, so what did I do today? So one of the main things I've done is, you can see up on the screen here, is for a long time, for a little bit, my website was down because I'm going through a complete, not just a website overhaul, but I'm totally changing the focus of the kind of work I do. I no longer am doing digital painting. I mean, there's nothing wrong with digital painting. But I am no longer enjoying it, and it is a very slow, it takes too long, it makes me crazy, and so I'm trying to refocus everything I do into drawing rather than painting. So that includes comics with, you know, more of a graphic comic book style coloring, and I will no longer be taking digital painting commissions. I have one client who is grandfathered in that I'm working with her still to do paintings, but other than that, everything I do is going to be more like different iterations of this theme, which is colored line art. This was done in Photoshop with different textures on the back. Again, this was colored, and this was all drawn and colored in Photoshop. This uses a mix of vintage elements, and then like I hand drew these columns, hand drew her, applied textures. So I'm going to be doing more of this sort of thing. Here's more of that collage background with a mix of my own textures and vintage stuff. Same thing. And then comic book style work with, this is rendered, it's not painted, but it is rendered comic book style coloring. And then coloring pages, black and white line art. So these are all basically, so I've been refocusing my studio, and I'm going to, you know, what's really funny is I got my degree, I got a bachelor's of fine arts in drawing, not in painting. I mean, I took all the painting, and back in the old days, we had just barely started working, like Photoshop was just barely a thing when I was in college. So I adopted it very early, but people wouldn't even buy digital artwork from you. It was totally frowned on back then. But yeah, so even though I studied graphic design and painting and everything else, my concentration was in drawing. It was my first love. I don't know why I went and walked away from it. I've been fighting with this for years, so I've just decided to completely, I'm done. I'm done with all the painting, and I'm going to go back to drawing, a lot of black and white drawing. And also the other thing is these Christmas ones are from old digital paintings that I'm converting over into coloring pages, and that book will be out this fall. The coloring pages that I had, there's a couple coloring, the paisley design that you saw, I did that. That's I'm going to have a book out for florals, which have like old floral designs that I converted to coloring line arts, and they're completely original ones like this one. And I'm self-publishing that, and that should be out in a couple weeks through Amazon and stuff. And I'll probably sell copies on my website. But so I've been working like a dog on all these drawings that plus client work. But I mean, every waking second of the day, I've been doing art, line art work. And I gotta say, I'm so much happier doing it. It is like so much more zen. It is so much more pleasurable. I don't have to struggle I mean, I get it done. I love line. I've always loved black and white. I don't know. I mean, I was doing ink and I don't know why I've ever, I don't know what I was thinking all these years, honest to God. So, I love all that stuff too, but this is my most natural medium, the one that I instinctively have always done. And it's just that black and white isn't that popular. Everybody loves color. So I'm not going to just do, I am going to do color, but I want everything to be more, again, you know, more like these simple, either simple colors like this, collage texture, like this bluebird print here. So a mix of texture and flat color, and then also for the comic book stuff, I'm going to experiment with different kinds of techniques. So yeah, I'm going for a more graphic look, more graphic fine arts look, and no longer painting. So because of that, my website has been in complete hiatus for several months as I decided what to do. And today I started getting this back up online. It's very bare bones right now. You can see I'm going to have a shop. I'm going to start offering. I also used to use a lot of third-party websites to sell my work. I'm no longer going to do that. I'm now going to start offering it myself and keeping track of it. I'll still have an Etsy and stuff, but I'm going to start trying to drive traffic to my own site and branding myself instead of relying on other places to do it. And I'm using WordPress here. You can see up at the top I'm logged in to my WordPress admin, so you can see that I've got this is WordPress, and this is the WooCommerce, one of the WooCommerce themes I got through GoDaddy. When I reinstalled my website, I added that automatically, which was another great thing. It was like, so GoDaddy, I'm not like I don't want to just plug GoDaddy here, as I'm sure other hosting services have this all now, but every year it gets easier and easier for people to create their own websites. And back in the day, I had to hand code everything and teach myself code. I'm not a I mean, I just know enough to hack it and fake it. But every year it gets easier and easier than when I started out 10 years ago online trying to build an online presence. And then Easy Media Gallery. This is I've got this. That was the gallery plugin. It was a plugin I applied, and you can do a paid pro version. I was just demoing. I was trying their like light version, and as you could see, it was really nice and really easy to use with WordPress. If I might need more stuff, I might upgrade to their pro account or try some others. But because my website is in the works, I would say. So I don't know. So I did a lot of that today because I wasn't able to draw a lot, and it was something that needed to happen because when my book goes live on Amazon, I needed my website to be back up since I was having, my web links and everything in the book. It won't be an ebook. It'll be a print on demand, like Amazon creates space. So it'll be a print copy. People will order it and they'll get a physical book. It won't be an ebook. But the cool thing about this e-commerce thing is, so if I go to the shop, I have just one test item in there right now, and it's created the product page, and then so in here the product pages, when you do it, it's like adding if you're familiar with WordPress, it's so easy. It's like adding a post, and it keeps track of the stock for you if you wanted it to, and there will be room down there if I want to do like I just threw it up to test it. I actually do have these available. They are printed. On Etsy, I've got this, well, not this one, but I'm going to sell these digitally, like off Etsy as a digital download, but I actually have for a couple holiday art fairs I'm doing, I thought I would test out just actually making prints of these and selling them in bags and stuff at my table, so that people can just buy them and take them home and start coloring. But then I could also offer them on my website, or I could also offer, what's cool about this is I could also offer, I can also create products for digital downloads here. So you can sell through this e-commerce thing on your website. You can sell physical things or digital things. And I'm still setting it up as far as like I need to hook it up to PayPal, and but it's got its own shopping cart. It's all hosted right there. So the goal is to get away from t-shirt marketplaces and, Etsy marketplace and all these places and have it just be me. But you're not, I don't really know everything yet. I'm still investigating, but like, for example, this website, when I hook it up to PayPal, there will be fees taken out. So it won't be that I get every single penny if I use this thing. But that's fine. I mean, they got to make their money too. So yeah, but I haven't figured, that's all. I literally just got all this done today, and I haven't really looked into, it's not all fully live and ready to go. So I'm not promoting this yet. This website's been around for like a bazillion years of the same web. In fact, I use my maiden name on here. And it's linked to everything, but so now finally I don't have just like broken links all over the place. It's back up, and it's not showing parked at GoDaddy anymore, but it's not ready for prime time. I mean, I've got, the hello world on the blog, and I have to decide how I'm going to design it, because this is just slapped together briefly, and yeah. But it's cool. This, it's storefront designed by Woo Themes, and it's got all my links down here at the bottom. And I've got my newsletter. I'm setting up my newsletter through MailChimp. I already have it on my About page, but I'm going to have to put it some other places. So I'm going to get so basically I'm trying to get I'm just trying to rebrand and trying to get everything going again, and have a different approach. So that's what I spent most of the day on. I didn't do any drawing. I didn't do any writing. Most of my night was spent, I was up really late trying to get, I had a problem. The other thing I wanted to say about GoDaddy as a plug, not sponsored, hashtag not sponsored, however the kids do it. Hashtag, is that right? Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored. What was I trying to say? I had a problem getting the theme to load, because it was a big theme, and it was like 3 a.m, and so I gave up. And last night, and I called GoDaddy this morning, and I just want to say, if you ever do, one of the nice things that I always recommend GoDaddy for to anybody who's asking, some people don't like, there's pros and cons going with a giant corporation like that, right? But I have never, ever had a bad experience with their IT support tech ever in all the years that I've had GoDaddy. They are probably the best customer support I've ever used on anything, whether it be IT or anything else, consistently. I don't know if anybody else has had that experience, or I'm just lucky, but that alone is worth it. They're like extremely helpful, and they freaking know their stuff, and they're always kind and nice. And anyway, it always gets resolved, and it's never so there's an endorsement for GoDaddy right there. But I'm sure there's plenty of other companies that are just as good. That's just the one I use, and that is the one thing that keeps me going back to them, is their customer service. They've never failed me. So yeah, so it's kind of a bummer. I'm bummed out that I haven't been drawing. I haven't been, the comic, okay, let me rephrase. I have been drawing literally every waking minute. I have been drawing like a damn dog, working on these on these coloring pages. But I haven't, worked on the comic. And I did do some writing. I did do I thought while I was working, I tried to, Mike Emirates, who also is doing the 100 days, he's a graduate member, and I'm behind on his videos, so Mike, I'm sorry. I will catch up on all your videos, I promise. I've just been so busy. He in his he's used to, when he's writing, he sometimes does dictation. And so while I was like inking and inking and inking these coloring pages, I thought, well, maybe I can like multitask and I can do dictation for notes while I'm drawing. And you know, actually that kind of did work. I'm just trying to do some warming up. I mean, it's okay, it's 11:46, so I'm not really warming up. I'm just trying to, I don't know, just get a little gesture stuffy in here while we're talking. What was I saying? So I did do a half hour one day. I did experiment, and I did a half hour of dictation while I was drawing. And I actually did come to, a lot of it was garbage, but I did get, I did have some realizations about the plot and how I needed to change the next scene. I haven't actually, I haven't put it into my like file yet. I have to transcribe it, but that was actually kind of cool. So yeah, I don't even know what to draw. I don't even know why I'm trying to do this. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing, people. I'm so sorry, you guys. So that's kind of an update on where I am, what I've been doing, why I haven't been doing the 100 days. I'm feeling very, I don't want to feel bad because I've gotten so much work. I basically did 22 illustrations in a week and a half because the book is going to be, let's see, I could actually open, where is it? Where is it? I'll show you the cover. I have to do the background. You guys can all see my files. Ooh. Secrets of Karen's files. See if it'll open this up. Yeah, there it is. The Floral Whimsy Coloring Book. 22 original floral patterns to color. And with my maiden name on there. So I haven't done the back cover yet because, so I basically did 22 original drawings. I mean, these were things that I had drawn. These were old patterns I had done. Some of them were brand new, some were old that I had used on other products. They were all original ones that I did, but a lot of them were vector, and I converted everything into line art. Some of them I radically altered, and some I didn't have to alter too much, but still. So in a week and a half, 2 weeks, somewhere in there, I mean, working almost 24/7, I did all these designs. And so it's not that I didn't work. And it's not that I've been slacking. I just, and I was working on something for myself, but I haven't been working on the comic. Oh, look at that. Firefox has got a new update. Isn't that nice? So anyway, that's, as you could see from the other screen, I'm not into the mood. I'm done drawing for the day. It's late. I'm just gonna do this as a studio update. So now you guys know what I've been up to, and this whole like redesign, rebranding has been like consuming, and these new products have been consuming me. And this is one of the things that the 30 minutes a day, 100 days challenge was supposed to help me with, was learning how to put in my 30 minutes every single day. Whether I'm busy as hell on something else, or whether I'm so tired and unmotivated. And so I'm more able to do it when I'm tired and unmotivated, but when I'm consumed with another big project and it is like I'm OCD on it and I must get it, I'm driven and I must get it done, I don't have, it's like I'm tunnel vision, like the muse has seized me and I cannot do anything else but get it done. I have to work on it till it's done by God. So I'm not balancing very well. So that's been an interesting so it's kind of a bummer. So instead of being really proud of myself that I've like busted out this book, I did the designs, I laid out a cover, I did the whole book design, the interior book design, and I taught myself a new program to do it, Scribus, a desktop publishing software, all in like 2 weeks. And yet I don't see it as an accomplishment because I'm upset that I haven't been doing my 30 minutes a day. I don't know. I'm crazy is basically the end of it. So I'm trying to be easy on myself and get this book done, and hopefully I can start fitting in my 30 minutes. But I'm like, I've got other projects. I got to get that coloring Christmas book out, and I'm only halfway done with that one. So yeah. And I got to redo the website and all these but anyway, so yes, so there is action. I'm not a slacker. I'm just really busy. So that's it. I'm going to go. I basically talked for almost a half hour. So I guess we'll call this my, even though I didn't technically work on the comic, I'm not going to count it. I'm still on hiatus. I did come and talk to you guys for a half hour. I did put in something. I'm somewhat, I don't know. I hope that if you did watch this whole thing, you get what I'm going through. And yeah, like I said, when I do get back to the 100 days, I'm going to start, even though I did a little bit more than 50 days, I'm going to start at 50 and like renew my commitment for the second half of the project or the challenge. Hopefully that will be soon. Okay, so I'm going to go and upload this video to YouTube, and I also tested out a stream the other night and it worked, but my computer was very slow. Clip Studio was really slow drawing in that stream. But I'm going to probably hop on periodically at night and try this setup and see how it is and how slow it is. There was a delay. I'm going to try to work those kinks out too. That's all stuff also that I've been working on. So yeah, so until next time, I will talk to you guys later, and I hope that you had a wonderful day. I hope you got a lot of creative crap done. Bye for now.